I would like to apologise for I have made a consistent and terrible lack of judgment. For the predictions that I made. But ultimately, this is irrelevant because it's coming home.
Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, internet? What's the story, internet? Hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Hope you enjoyed the round of 16 as much as I did. Come on, England. But before we get to the prophecy of it coming home, let's go through the rest of the results, because I suppose there were a couple of other things that happened. So I'm going to go through the round of 16, and then obviously I'm going to go through the quarterfinals. So let's go through the results that we witnessed. So starting with Saturday, we had Wales against Denmark. Denmark ended up winning 4-0, so that's their second 4-0 victory in a row. It's crazy from the Danish. Wales understandably felt a little bit hard done by with some of the refereeing decisions, but ultimately 4-0 is 4-0. Even if the refereeing decisions had gone their way, it would still have been maybe 2, maybe 3-0. So Denmark played out of their skin. Not to say that Wales didn't have their opportunities, they most certainly did. But I think the frustration boiled over, and you could see that with Christian Bale, not Batman, Gareth Bale, in after the match when he stormed off out of the interview with Jeff Shreves, which, to be fair to him, it was a bit of a stupid question that he was asking him. So, but yeah, the Welsh were not happy after that. The other match was Italy against Austria, and Italy ended up winning 2-1 after extra time. Austria, so unlucky, had the opportunities to put the game away, should arguably have won in the second half, and even in extra time they had the opportunities to win, or at least draw and take it to penalties, but Italy ultimately ended up taking the victory. Italy went I think it was 1400 minutes without conceding. Whatever it was, they broke their own record, which had been standing since the 70s. But Austria did incredibly well to break their duck. But yeah, such a shame for the Austrians. They put up such a good fight, and as has been seen through this tournament, so many stories of the underdog performing and just not quite making it. Hungary, Austria, it's such a shame. Moving on to Sunday, we had Holland, one of the arguable favourites for the tournament. The Dutch looked like they were back on the international stage, and they played the Czech Republic. And the Czech Republic said, you know what, check us out. You might be the mighty Dutch, but it is our day. And the Czech Republic ended up winning 2-0. Great performance from the Czechs. Definitely deserved to win. Holland had their opportunities. Not going to say that they didn't. I'm also not going to say that the red card did not change things, because it certainly did. But still, great performance from the Czech Republic, and I think it was fantastic. I would have liked to see Holland go through, just because I like the orange shirts and I have Holland shirts upstairs, but still, I love an underdog story, so this is fantastic in my opinion. The other match on that day, another one of the arguable favourites, Belgium versus the defending champions, Portugal. And Belgium ended up winning 1-0. So another huge team crashes out of the tournament. Great game, very even. Belgium probably deserved to win. They were dominating possession, and a great goal from Thorgan Hazard. But yeah, a shame for Portugal and potentially Cristiano Ronaldo's last Euros. The way that meant is, though, he's a robot, so he could probably play when he's 40. But yeah, such a shame for Portugal. They had so many great players. Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, who's the other guy? Oh, João Felix. So many great up-and-coming players. And at different levels. I mean, Ronaldo's obviously the elder statesman, Bruno Fernandes is sort of the middle, and João Felix is the youngster. And they just couldn't perform in this tournament. So, moving on to Monday, we had Croatia versus Spain. Incredible match. I just want to get the times here. So, Croatia took the lead in the 20th minute. What a terrible mistake from Unai Simon. Robert Green would be proud. Might as well say that his name is Roberto Verde. And then Spain, through Sarabia, Azpilicueta and Ferran Torres, went 3-1 up. And in the 85th minute, it was 3-1. And by the 92nd minute, it was 3-3 and going to extra time. Absolutely incredible. This round of fixtures was just mind-blowing. And then it went to extra time, and Spain did ultimately win. Morata and Oyarzabal adding 2 goals and winning 5-3. So ridiculous scoreline. 2 matches where Spain scored 5 goals in a row. So that's that's crazy. The Spanish are just scoring for fun at the moment. So yeah, great performance from Spain, but admirable performance from Croatia. I have been saying for most of the tournament that I thought they were too old. I thought that their team was ageing, and they proved me wrong. Just a shame that they couldn't pull it out of the bag. So moving on to the next match, we had France versus Switzerland. Who saw this one coming? So, Seferovic scoring in the 15th minute, and then Benzema scoring twice, Pogba scoring a third, an incredible strike from Paul Pogba. Then again, I see it all the time at Manchester United, so I'm not surprised. But 3-1 in the 81st minute. 3-1 down against the reigning world champions. And you come back and equalise and take it to extra time. And not only take it to extra time, but take it to penalties. And not only take it to extra time and penalties, but you beat the defending world champions 5-4 on penalties and knock them out of the European Championships. That is incredible. The scenes coming out of Bucharest, it was absolutely incredible. This is why I love football. This stuff that's going on right here, this blows my mind. So, moving on to the big one at Wembley Stadium on Tuesday, England versus Germany. And England finally did it. The last time England beat Germany in a competitive competition was in 1966 in the World Cup final. So many years of hurt, the penalties, more penalties, Frank Lampard's goal that wasn't allowed in the 2010 World Cup, and finally, England won 2-0. And what a performance. What a performance from both teams. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think this was the most balanced match of the entire tournament. Because both teams almost cancelled each other out. They almost did. And I would not have been surprised if it had gone to extra time or penalties. But it wasn't to be. Raheem Sterling and Harry Kane were the difference. Now, one thing I want to mention, Thomas Muller in the 80th minute. I thought he'd scored that. But it just wasn't meant to be. Just was not meant to be. England take it 2-0 and go into the quarterfinals. Incredible scenes coming out of Wembley Stadium. And then to finish it off, we had Sweden versus Ukraine. Now, this match wasn't supposed to be anything. This match was just whatever. This was just a, this is a cool side note. But no, this match had drama. So, Ukraine took the lead thanks to Zinchenko in the 27th minute. And then Emil Forsberg equalised with a bit of a deflected goal. And very even match, going all the way up to the end of normal time. Then going into extra time. And then in extra time, I think it was at the 105th minute. Let's have a look. Let's see, when was the red card? It won't tell me when the red card was, but it was around the 105th minute, so it was pretty deep into into time. and Sweden have to fight with 10 men. And then in the 121st minute, Dovbyk, with a great header after a great ball in, scores the winner and stops it from going to penalties, breaking Sweden hearts. What an absolute piece of drama. Just scenes everywhere in this round. Just absolute scenes. Just madness. It's been a great bit of knockout football. And this brings us to the preview of the quarterfinals. So we're down to 8 teams. So on Friday we have Switzerland against Spain. It's a tough one to call because obviously Spain are the favourites, but Switzerland just knocked out France. Let's not forget that. They just knocked out defending world champions France. I can see this going to extra time and potentially penalties. The Swiss are very hard to break down. They've also got some great players, Ferovic, Shaqiri, Granit Xhaka, who had a fantastic performance against France. And then we've got another belter, arguably the match of the round. Belgium versus Italy. Number 1 ranked team in the world versus the resurgence of the Azzurri. A team that had not been scored on for over 1,000 minutes until Austria. A team reborn under Roberto Mancini. And looking very dapper in their Armani suits. This is going to be an incredible match. I don't know if it's going to be decided before extra time and penalties, and in fact I'm going to say that it's not. I'm going to say that this is another one that is going to go to penalties. But whatever happens, it's going to be an incredible match. And then the other side of the tie, so starting at 9 AM on Saturday, the unlikeliest of quarterfinals. No one predicted this. Czech Republic versus Denmark. Whoever makes it through this tie should be incredibly proud of themselves. And whichever team doesn't should also be incredibly proud of themselves. No one predicted these two making it this far. And this is incredible. I am going to predict Denmark are going to win, and I predict they're going to win in regular time. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring match. I'm going to say it's going to be 3-2. I'm going to say Patrick Schick is going to score twice, and I'm going to say that Yusuf Poulsen, I think his name's Damgaard, and who else do we think? Oh, sorry, Mæhle, the right back, going to score for Denmark, and they're going to do it for Christian Eriksen, and they're going to make it to the semi-finals. And then the final tie of the round, another team that no one predicted to get to the quarterfinals, Ukraine playing England in Rome, in the Stadio Olimpico. I mean, you already know who I'm going to go for, because football's coming home. I couldn't see anyone else. I'm going to predict England's favourite result of this tournament. I'm going to say it's 1-0, and I'm going to say that Raheem Sterling's going to get the goal, but I'm going to predict that Jack Grealish is going to start, and he's going to cause absolute havoc for the Ukrainians. So, not that Ukraine is going to lie down and take it. I think it's going to be a very difficult match for England. But I think they're still going to do it. So we will see what comes on Saturday. So there's my review of the craziest round of 16 that I can remember for a long time. I think the only one that rivals it is the 2008 Euros, because every time I picked a team to win it, they got knocked out. And then ultimately Spain ended up winning it. So yeah, this has just been an incredible couple of weeks of football, and I'm glad that it's still going on. So, my parting note, don't forget that it's coming home. I will be back with another video either Sunday, or because it's the 4th of July, maybe Monday, and I will review the quarterfinals. So keep an eye out for that one. Make sure that you enjoy all of the football. It's on ESPN, or as I learned, there's a possibility it'll be on ABC as well. So watch out, ESPN, ABC. So, but in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy quarterfinals. And until next time, ta-ra for now.